Okay, this is sort of a bonus. I'm going to put this on its own, I guess. But I wanted to make a green lizard out of Mountain Dew bottle. And I might even put it up on Facebook to sell. Might even sell one of those snakes, depending upon how they come out. Warm it up a little bit. Nice big chunk of glass here. It's all probably going to shatter and crack and break. And then it might not. There we go. It's getting up to temp because it's not exploding. You just got to ease her in. It's like boiling a frog, trying to cook a frog. If you put him in hot water, he's going to jump out. But if you start in cold water and warm him in really nice, he's like, this is a stew. Okay, I am going to really, really screw up this glass. Not really screw up this glass, but I'm gonna play with it. The last I've been trying to keep it just melt a little bit of the rod, but this time I'm gonna make it into a rod. This has got a lot. Gonna have a lot of air and stuff on it. The way I'm twisting it, but it's gonna do the job. Yeah, that would be cool. I've got a whole bunch of junk to make with the Mountain Dew bottle. I guess it's endless. Come up with a challenge for me. If you got an idea, put it in the notes below. I've noticed that you guys have been watching a lot of them, but haven't been leaving too many comments. I don't know whether I'm doing a great job and you don't feel like you need to add to it, but questions and answers never hurt me. I enjoy it. Okay. There's, it's just endless of what, even with Boro, I mean, it doesn't have to be made out of soft glass. If you have a question or a challenge, I guess I can give it a try. I've been at it since 1982. That's a few years. And again, my technique, my style is not high par, where I'm making tons and tons of money, but I feel like I have something to offer the beginners that they can come up with better ideas. Okay, I'm gonna do one more chunk of melting the glass and set that down. Let's see what. Oh, here we go. Here it is. There we go. Warm it in. Yeah, it's popping and cracking a little. Ease her in. There it goes. When you think you've done it long enough, wave it in a little longer. Heat it up just a little bit longer. It takes, it's, again, I've been doing this so long, so I have a better understanding of what I'm going to put the outer rim on for just a short, let it melt really fast. You just sort of, it comes with time. I'm not saying I know all the answers because it still breaks and shatters and cracks on me. But again, when you think you've heated in a piece of glass long enough, warm it in just a little longer. And if you start to see orange around the edges, then you're close. But also, if it's a big sheet or a big chunk, you might want to make sure you get the middle warm as well as the outside. Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Just sort of heat and flow, heat and feed. With soft glass, it's a lot easier. Manipulation time when you've got the flame size that I have is about 15 to 20 seconds. The same size with Boro, you're probably talking, you know, 10, 10 to 15 seconds. In other words, it's a little less than that. Um, you just got to, now this is what I've just melted down. And again, as I put it in, I'm going to try to warm it in. And you saw it's cracking and shattering because there's a lot of bubbles in that. And it still might crack and shatter on me. Yep, it's not perfect. And there's some bubbles in there. I can see that. And that's going to pop every single bubble. See? I'm not perfect either. There's another bubble. Let's see if it pops. Oh, that'll do. Okay. What I'm going to do, that's probably enough for the size that I want to play with to make a lizard. I'm not going to make a big lizard. I'm just going to make a lizard. Okay. Yeah, it looks like a lizard, doesn't it? Yeah. Manipulate it. Okay, now I'm going to take that down. Take that down. There you go. Sharpen it up a little. That's what I like about the Carlisle. You can go from heavy duty flame to teeny tiny flame fairly quickly. There's the head to this lizard. I'm also going to make it into a pendant. Make a little loop under its head. Mountain Dew lizard. Yeehaw! Now, if I found a good COE blue glass, I probably would give him some blue glass eyes. But the size that I do these, you can get away with a lot of different things. I used to make trees, beer bottle trees. I mean, it looked like the green tree demo that I did, maybe even a little bigger. And on the end of them, I would take milk of magnesia bottle and melt that down and put them all together. I had no idea what I was doing then, but I was getting away with it. I guess sometimes ignorance is bliss. No, I was surprised, but it did the job. Toes. Toes. I only put two on my lizards for some reason. Okay. Lay out his legs a little. Bring him forward a little. It's always in the manipulation. Liking where you put it. Very important. Egad. Here I am talking, and I am not putting a good weld underneath his chin where I put the loop. I was just sticking it on there like I keep telling you guys to make sure you do good welds. With soft glass, it's even more important because it's not as forgiving as Boro. Not as forgiving. Okay, let's heat and turn the head a little. Okay. Now, what I usually do is I turn the head in one direction, and then I turn the body in the other direction. I make that noise, I'm sorry. Okay. And then it gives it that movement, that it's almost alive. And that's what you're looking for, is not only animal recognition, but how lively it looks, I guess. Some animals I have not really gotten a lively look to them, but my horses, I usually try to put them in a stance. My dragons, you know, nice swerves and curves. So let's move that leg a little bit forward so I can get room on that back leg. There you go. Okay. Heat those in. Set it down. Now, let's do the tail. I usually do a wisp of a tail. Ah, I forgot that I'm using soft glass. And it's going to do that. I usually do a wisp of a tail. That's going to be long enough. Heat it up. And I usually curve it around. There you go. Like he almost swats a fly or something. And we have one lizard. Hope you enjoyed the video. Now we have a lizard and a snake. Enjoy your day. Okay, there we go. One green Mountain Dew green bottle lizard. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like, click subscribe, and enjoy your day.